So I'm installing Trusscore Ceiling here in our camp, and it looks great. It really is a nice product. However, I'm going to point out a few things that we've changed how we're installing it because of the struggles we're having. So first of all, they sell the J-trim. So this room, we started in here, and you can see I have the J-trim all the way around. And I will tell you that I won't do this again. Having the J-trim, having to cut the sheets the right length, get the ends in the J-trim, and then getting the initial edge in over here when it's a long sheet is even a struggle if your J-trim is not perfectly horizontal. The J-trim is quite tight on the sheet, and that poses a couple of challenges, which I'm going to show you. But one of the things is the last piece. So we have a couple of beams we had to go around. And so you can see I have J-trim right to there. So this last sheet, the last sheet up there is cut. So that's only about a 10-inch or 12-inch sheet. So we had to cut it to meet the beam. So we had the J-trim in the back and then trying to get it in. Even though we cut it short, it's impossible. When we spent probably 20 minutes trying to get the back edge of that sheet in the J-trim. They say to slide it in there first and then slide it and lock it on this edge. However, the J-trim on the side makes it impossible. You can't get it in all three J-trims at once. So that became a real problem. The other thing that happens when you do this, now you'll see the gap I have. I put a piece of 1x3 strapping. I had to put that on the beam because of the way the beam was made to attach the J-trim. Now you'll see that big gap. That big gap is me prying the 1x3 out from the wall to slide this last piece up to close this gap. So I assumed that the truss core was interlocking in the sense that it snapped into place, but it doesn't. It just slides and sits. So when you can't screw the back piece in place, in other words, this piece, the back of it is not fastened in any way. It's just sitting in the J-trim. That joint opens up all on its own. If I took my hand right now and just tapped it, that crack would open up because there's nothing holding it in. The only thing that's holding it in is me pushing that whole trim and J-trim to try and close it off. So now I have to fill that gap and make sure that the trim is there and it's tight. So just natural expansion contraction would have opened that gap all on its own because there were no screws holding them tight because of how you have to do the last sheet. So I'll show you a couple of things. The J-trim primarily, they say it's for the ceiling and the wall, but if you're not putting walls, even if you are, don't put J-trim on the ceiling. Just use J-trim for your wall and it'll cover your gap and very easy to slide it in. So the second part of this out in the other room, I'll show you what I did, but understanding how this stuff goes together is kind of key because they interlock, but they don't lock. So I'll show you here in a second.
Okay, cool.
So this is the two pieces. The back has the slot for the screws and they just connect in. I assume they interlocked and snapped like tongue and groove or something, but they don't. They just slide. So if you don't have something holding that pressure in, i.e. the screws on the next sheet, it's going to migrate itself out and just open up because there's nothing really holding it. They just sit there. In any case, that was why I had to pry out the 1x3 to get it to lock. Now, what we did also notice was underneath here, you've got that's to accommodate the heads on the screws, which works quite well. That's not a problem. But when you try to put this J-trim, when you try to slide this into J-trim, I put a screw in here just so you can see, and you'll see just how snug this is. It holds on there quite good. It's exact size, so there's not a lot of play. So when I'll flip it over so you can see the smooth side. When you slide that in there, now you can see the bump the screw is causing. So when you have a whole wall of these and you're trying to slide them all together or slide the ends in, it doesn't work. The only way you're going to fasten that J-trim and make it work is you have to put the screws into the end and fasten it. That way the heads are not in the way. If you put them in these slots like they tell you to, it's not going to work. You'll struggle to get those in, especially on the ends. So that's one of the other things we learned. Now I'm going to show you what I did in this room. So this is the main room now. And what we've done differently is we have completely abandoned the J-trim for the ceiling. And we're going to put trim on the back. Now this wall, I'm just showing you this one because this wall is not straight. It's an old building and it's bowed out. So we've got lots of, quite a gap here that I'm going to cover with trim. But what I did, and it worked very well, if you can see this, to hold the first sheet in, because it's not sliding into J-trim, so I just took the screw with a plastic washer that is meant for holding styrofoam ceilings up, etc. And I just put it over the edge. There you can see, I put it over the edge of the sheet and snugged it up. So that's how this whole sheet is being held on the starting edge. Now when we put our trim up, our cove trim, whatever you want to call it, it'll be wide enough, it'll cover that whole gap. And we did the same thing. We haven't put J-trim anywhere. And all I can tell you is this was so easy in comparison to trying to do it with J-trim. We will not use the J-trim to finish this project. It's just too much of a struggle and too tight a fit to maneuver. Once again, ends and sides, it can't be done. You can't finish. There is no easy way to do it, and even the first piece was a struggle with that, with the J-trim. So in a nutshell, I hope that helps somebody. I've found that doing all of this, it is nice, it does a great job, but there were no real instructions for ceiling only. They show them putting the ceiling up, then putting the J-trim underneath for the wall. But they say you can use the J-trim for the ceiling also, which in our case, no, won't happen. So if you found this useful, I hope it helps you out or makes you make a decision how you want to do what you're doing. And anyway, if it works for you, please like and subscribe.